Let's go over conversion, obversion, and contraposition using an example for each of the four types of standard form categorical proposition. Let's work through some examples of conversion, obversion, and contraposition in order to get an idea of what these logical operations do to standard form propositions. So we're going to run with these examples for the length of the video. Our example A claim is going to be the claim that all dogs are mammals. Our example E claim is going to be the claim that no babies are 65 years old. Our example I claim is going to be the claim that some humans are ballerinas. And our example O claim is going to be the claim that some humans are not women. So I've diagrammed out which each of these claims looks like on a Venn diagram. Assume the left-hand circle is the subject and the right-hand circle is the predicate, as is standard. That's what our A, E, I, and O claim look like. So first, let's look at what the diagrams would be if we do a conversion on each of these claims. So what is conversion? Conversion might be the simplest operation because all it does is switch the subject with a predicate. So the corresponding A claim, if we do a conversion on the original A claim, is going to flip the subject and predicate, saying all mammals are dogs. Corresponding E claim that flips the subject and predicate of what we had as our example E claim, no 65-year-olds are babies. I claim some ballerinas are humans, and the O claim some women are not human. So we're flipping the subject and predicate. I encourage you to pause the video real quick, try to diagram each of those statements before I do, then see if you're right. So here, empty, empty, at least one individual in the intersection, at least one individual on the right. So did you get the same thing? If not, try to work through it again and take notice of which ones are the same. Next, let's look at what obversion does to our standard form categorical propositions. So obversion, let's take a look at the structure of our sentence. If we obvert the sentence, we're going to change the quantifier and for AE, and we're going to change the copula for I and O. And we're also going to replace the predicate with its term complement, which I think becomes clear when we look at examples, but the textbook also talks in more detail about what a term complement is. Basically, it turns dogs into non-dogs, the opposite of whatever it is. So changing the quantifier in an A claim turns it into no instead of all. So it turns it in the obverted of our A claim turns into no dogs or non-mammals. The obversion of our E claim, our I claim, and our O claim are listed here. So what I'm doing is I'm changing the quantifier for the A and the E, I'm changing the copula for the I and the O, and for all the claims, I'm replacing the predicate with its term complement or its opposite. So again, pause, try to diagram these out, see if you get the same thing that I got here. The obverted A claim looks the same as the original A claim. The obverted E claim looks the same as the original E claim. The obverted I claim also looks the same, and the obverted O claim also looks the same. Obversion preserves truth value for all four types of standard form categorical proposition. Next, let's look at contraposition. So what happens if we take the contrapositive of each of our original claims? What's the contrapositive of our original A, E, I, and O claim? Contrapositive means that we switch the subject of the predicate and replace both of them with their term complement. So the contrapositive of our original O claim is going to flip dogs and mammals and turn them both into their term complement. So instead of all dogs are mammals, we have all non-mammals or non-dogs. Pause and try to do it with the rest of the claims, and you can make sure that you get the same thing as I'm getting here. Our original E claim turns into no non-65-year-olds or non-babies. Our original I claim turns into some non-ballerinas are non-human. And our original O claim turns into some non-women are not non-human, because we have to keep that not in there. Again, pause and try to diagram out what each one of these looks like. It takes some time, right? I had to sit and think through how to do these for a second. The shaded region being on the outside means that the region is empty, that is not S and not P. There you have it. Only the A and the O claim preserve truth value when contraposed. So there's a quick summary of what conversion, obversion, and contraposition do to the diagrams of standard form categorical propositions. I encourage you to work through the examples at the end of the textbook chapter and within MindTap in order to get a better and clearer idea of how to do conversion, obversion, and contraposition on your own, as well as how to diagram out the truth values of converted, obverted, and contraposed claims.